So bring your awareness maybe to the space between your eyebrows, the most central place to dive in, inside of your body, inside of your being, your mind, your soul, your spirit, all of it. And notice if you've gone cross-eyed, so try to just soften your eyes underneath those little eyelids of yours. And then if you haven't already, continue deepening the breath, deepening. Maybe open mouth, exhales, don't hesitate to make noise. I can't hear you, no one else can hear you. Maybe just whomever is in your house can hear you and love you, so make some noise. Maybe smile really big and just bring this sense of bliss and happiness inside of your body right now, because you've chosen to dedicate this time, right? This precious time to be with yourself, to move and breathe and kind of direct your focus back to your body and this space and time that you've dedicated to yourself. Priceless gift. And now we'll breathe together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, let's open mouth, exhale everything out of your body. Get as empty as you can. Hold the emptiness for a moment. And then inhale for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Big inhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Big breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Big breath in through the nose, so all the way up to your capacity. Hold the breath. Relax the shoulders, sip up more. Open mouth, exhale, and just sigh it out. Let it go. Relax through your neck and your shoulders, and then expel more air out at the bottom of that breath. Get emptier, emptier, emptier. Fill up again through the nose, all the way up to the tippity, tippity top. Hold the breath. Sip it up, hold it. Relax your shoulders, sip up more. Open mouth, exhale, and release. Let breath naturally come into your body and release out of the body. Relax around the edges of your face, so the eyebrows, and your eyelids, and your cheeks, and your jaw. Relax your tongue. Feel the muscles around your neck and your collarbones and shoulders soften. And feel this awareness of gravity tug at your body, rooting you down through your hips. Feeling that connection of the base of your hips resting against your support. Feeling the connection of where your feet meet your mat, where your knees or your legs meet your mat. And feel really rooted in noticing all those little tiny connection points. Allow yourself to sink into it. And then bring your awareness to the base of your spine, your tailbone. Feel that connection. Exhale everything out of your body. And then with your next inhale, trace the back of your spine from your tailbone, your lumbar spine, to the upper back, your neck, and all the way up to the tip of the head, and hold the breath. Keep your spine really tall here, and then an open mouth exhale. Squeeze into your core, get all of that stale air out of your body, and then just let breath come in naturally. And empty you out naturally. Let's turn our palms together in front of our hearts. Drop your gaze down, diving in towards your heart center, your heart space, and take a moment to set an intention for yourself. Something positive, something in the present tense, maybe even as if it's already happened. An I am affirmation, and something to guide you as you need it. And then start to smile really big. Bring a big breath in. So you're bringing this intention into your body, smiling so big. Exhale any resistance to it out and release your hands. Good. Hands down next to your sides. Let's keep our left hand down next to the hip and inhale your right arm up. As you exhale, side bend over towards the left, walking your fingers out in a straight line. Land the left hand down, let that elbow bend, and push into the left hand to keep your right hip rooted down. Now breathe into the right rib cage. Maybe even look past that right arm. As you exhale, keep reaching. And as much as you're reaching actively through this really strong and straight arm, even through your fingers, the right hand, you're pushing out of your left hand. So you're resisting the floor. You're kind of resisting your torso from wanting to go lower to it, right? Just keep pushing into that hand. Let that elbow bend. From here, let's take 2 more really thoughtful, deep breaths. In and out. So engage your belly, get that exhale to be a little longer. Good. 1 more breath. And then slowly swoop your right hand down to the floor. Walk those fingers out in front of you, let the left hand follow. And then bring that right hand next to your hip, swoop this left arm all the way up. Palm is facing the floor. You can start by your left hand just straight up reaching for the ceiling. And then find that foundation in your right hand, let the elbow bend, and then start to actively reach for those left fingers. You want to feel like your chest is parallel to me or to the computer or whatever flat surface is in front of you. And so feel that bottom shoulder, your right shoulder pull forward a little bit, that left shoulder pulls back a little bit, and you're continuously reaching actively through those left fingers. So you start to feel even the skin stretching a little bit. Rooting that left hip down, 2 more breaths here. Remember, you can change your gaze, looking up, or you can look down. 1 more breath. Engage your belly, get really, really empty, and then slowly drop this left hand down, walk it towards the center and over to the left. Right arm continues to follow, and then we're gonna start moving with breath. Exhale down, right hand comes to the floor, swoops across. Left arm follows, we inhale that arm all the way up. Exhale it down, all the way to the left side. Inhale, right arm all the way up. Exhale down, right hand lands, left arm follows. And so we're starting to feel a little more of a stretch through that back. Keep going here with your breath. Feeling your lower spine root down, breathing and stretching from those points. Keep going. Now over to our right, beautiful. And then last drop of the left hand, come forward. Both hands come forward. Take a deep breath, lift your heart forward. And then fold all the way down. Let your head be really heavy here. And if you're sitting on that pillow, you can even choose to kick it out from underneath you. Find your sit bones rooting down, your hips down towards the floor behind you. And then bring breath to push against your back body. So as you inhale, suck your belly in, elongating that lower spine. Pull your heart forward to the horizon and walk your fingers forward just a little bit more. So you start to feel the stretch through your arms, the side body maybe, and then let your head be really heavy here. So that can create a nice little stretch to the upper back. Take another couple breaths. Squeeze into your belly as you exhale. So you're getting your belly out of the way. Not only that, but you're pushing those muscles against your lower back, helping to find more space. And now engage your core. You can let your hands slide on the floor as you pull your body weight back, or step your hands towards you. Roll the shoulders up and roll them back and down. Swoop those arms all the way up. Excuse me. And then exhale, twist over to your right. Drop your arms down. Right hand can land right behind that low back. Your left hand's on your knee. And rather than just forcing yourself into the twist already, just let your hands land, find your foundation, and then breathe from your tailbone up your spine so you feel your heart lift. And then exhale, engage your belly and start to twist. Now allow your elbows to bend away from your torso. So this helps to create space around your thoracic spine, your mid-back. Every inhale, feel your ribcage expand. So you maybe come out of the twist just slightly. Exhale, engage the belly. Notice how maybe the left hip is lifting or that knee is lifting up. Try to relax the knees. 1 more full breath, longer inhale, go deeper. And then even more of an exhale, right? Whatever that means, go deeper. And then inhale, both arms all the way up, reach high. As you exhale, twist to the left, drop your arms down. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. Find that foundation. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and gently twist, elbows bending. Shoulders are heavy away from your ears, neck is relaxed, and we're starting to gaze back as well. Keep both sit bones rooted so your weight is even between the left and right hip, and you're breathing evenly from the tailbone all the way up the spine. Exhale, engaging that belly, letting the elbows bend, twisting, gazing back. 1 more breath. Good, and then inhale, both arms all the way up, reach up nice and high, palms together at your heart center, thinking about that intention that you've set for yourself. Be present here, take a breath. Good. And now you can come either forward over your knees to a tabletop or scoot those legs off to the side and then come up. Before we make our way to our tabletop, come to child's pose. So let your knees go nice and wide, big toes touch, hips press down towards your heels, and then elongate your spine forward. Resting your head to the floor, forehead meets, maybe rock your forehead side to side. And then start taking some nice deep breaths. Pressing into your hands, so push those hips down behind you. Right? As you inhale, you could even maybe look up a little, pulling your heart to the horizon. So in a way, you're pulling the upper back to grow longer. Exhale, melting. Good. Now we're going to walk our hands over to the right-hand side. So come over towards the right of your mat and then even come off of your mat. As you're reaching over to the right, push into that left hand, push your left hip down towards the floor. Nice deep round of breath in, feeling that whole long line of energy, and root into that left hand, left hip pressing down. Shoulders are parallel to the floor, head heavy. Take one more breath. And then walk back to center. Now cruise over to the left. Walking over, right, your torso may lift, so let it. Pull your heart to the horizon, elongating your spine, and then melt forward. Dropping into that right hand, fingers spread. Press into that right hand, pushing that right hip back towards the heel, even a little off, if you will. Right shoulder gets heavy, and you start to feel that beautiful stretch to the right side. Now take a deep breath into it. Relax your head a little more. And then lift the head, walk your hands back towards the center of the mat. Lift up to your tabletop position on your hands and knees. So knees are underneath your hip points, fingers are spread really wide. Tops of the feet are on the floor. Index fingers are parallel to each other on the edge of the mat. And then from here, we'll start with our cow and cat. Cow pose, we drop that belly down. We let the elbows bend a little, and we start pulling our heart forward through the hands as you look all the way up. Now, as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round your whole back. Bring your chin to your chest. Beautiful. And then keep going. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly. Little bend in those elbows to pull your heart forward. Feel the shoulders roll back and look up. Reach to your chin. Exhale, reverse it. Tuck your tailbone and push everything into the floor to feel this nice roundedness between your shoulders. And then if there's any additional movements that feel good, invite it in. And what that might be is maybe in your cow or your cat pose, pressing back towards your heels or forward again, right? Maybe side bending, bringing a hip towards your shoulder, looking over at that hip. Maybe the other side. Maybe there's this thing called a barrel roll, right? So you squeeze right hip to shoulder, and then you come right away into your cow pose, dropping the belly, looking up. And then bring your gaze over towards the right shoulder. Start squeezing your right shoulder to the hip. Look over at that shoulder. And then chin to your chest as you start to round your whole back in your cat pose. And then you keep going. Starting to drop the belly down as you bring your left hip to shoulder and you look up. Exhaling over to the right side, squeezing, and then rounding your back, pulling the navel in. And then if you're doing those circles, go in the opposite direction. Your head is moving in a nice big circle, and you're really massaging the fluid between your vertebrae. Super therapeutic for your spine. Good. And then we'll pause in our tabletop. Curl your toes, push your hips towards your heels. With curled toes underneath you, and then move side to side. Side to side. Feel a little heat building, little movement going on in the bottoms of your feet. Walk your hands a little bit closer to you, and then we're going to do the wrists at the same time. So rotate your left hand towards the left, so your fingers graze that outer edge of the mat, and you try to get your fingertips to point towards your knees. Same thing with the right. Now roll the shoulders back. Maybe try to bend your elbows just a little bit and feel that stretch increase through your forearms and wrists. Start to engage into your belly. Notice how the belly loves to just dip down here and our low back is arched. So pull your core in and push it against your lower spine, right? You're creating space there. That's why we keep the core engaged with any kind of back bend or anything like that as well. Okay, and then slowly come to sit up all the way on your heels. So engage your belly, pull your body weight back, lift your wrists, press those fingers into the floor, take your time and come all the way up. Sit on those curled toes, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big shakes, really vigorously. Okay, now arms come forward, palms are facing the floor. Let's lift up onto your knees. Bring your thumbs into the center of your palms and wrap your fingers around your thumbs. Just a gentle, gentle grip. Start doing some circles with your wrists. Take a deep breath and lower your hips back towards your heels. Good, take another breath here. Relax into your feet as you exhale. Reverse your wrist rotation and lift back up. Exhale here, relax your shoulders. Take another breath. Reverse your wrist rotations and sit back down. Another big breath here. Reverse your rotation, inhale, lift. And then release your hands down, exhale. Good, walk your hands forward, fingers spread wide, uncurl your toes, get the tops of your feet a little tap. Perfect, extend the right leg back, toes on the floor, push that heel back a couple of times, we'll stretch the calf. Good, and then we're gonna lift that heel up, find your shoulders right over your wrists, your toes on the right leg are pointing to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knee, bring it to your nose. Push away from your hands, round your upper back. Inhale and extend that leg back. As you exhale, bend the knee, bring it to your right elbow. Squeeze into your core. Good, inhale, bring that leg back. Right knee over your left wrist. Good, inhale and bring it back. Good, bend the knee, pause here. Bring your body weight over to the right foot and extend your left arm forward. Good, take a nice deep round of breath. Engage your belly. Flip your left palm to the left side of the room and reach that arm all the way out to the left, reaching back for maybe the inner arch of your foot or the top of your foot. Now, if you can't quite touch the foot, don't worry about it. Just worry about the reach and pushing away from the floor. If you can grab the foot, kick your foot into your hand and start to back bend here. Take 3 deep breaths. If you have the foot, look up. So you're creating this like arch in your back, little back bend, and you're stretching into the quad a tiny bit. With your exhale, soft release, right leg goes long, left arm forward, tabletop position. Shake out that right wrist if you need to, and do a cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Good. Find your tabletop. Left leg is going to extend back. Do a little stretch, a little movement forward and back, so you feel the back of that leg get a little stretch here. Finding your foundation in your hands, fingers are super wide. Upper knuckles of your palms are meeting the earth. Back of your head is pushing to the ceiling. Good, and then when you're ready, pause, shoulders over your wrists, lift that heel. In line with your hips, so you feel this nice long line of energy. And then just breathe, focus on your balance. Take a deep breath here together, and then exhale, knee to your nose. Round your back, chin comes to your chest, you're trying to touch the knee. Inhale, bring that leg back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. So across your body, good job. Inhale, bring it back. Pause, bend the knee, bottom of the foot to the ceiling. Now body weight goes onto that left hand and start to extend your right arm forward. Pause here, find your balance. Engaging your core will help you there. Now right palm flips to the right. We reach back, maybe reaching for the foot or just simply reaching, holding it here. Grabbing the foot if it's available, and then kicking that foot into your hand. Back bending, looking up, feel the left shoulder roll back here. One more big breath, keep kicking. And then mindful release, soft and gentle. Right arm forward, left arm back, tabletop as you exhale. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, arch your spine. Exhale, cat. Good. And then finding your first downward facing dog. Curl your toes, fingers are spread wide, lift your hips up, start to push your chest towards your thighs, and find your downward facing dog. Now relax your head here, through those arms, maybe shake gently, yes and no. Maybe wag your tail, moving your hips just side to side. Or you can start to walk your dog. So one knee bends, the other leg is straight, and the heel is pushing down, and we switch. Keep your head really heavy here. Feel the foundation of your hands rooting into the floor. And now with this walking the dog movement of your legs, just start to lift your foot going forward. So you're just stepping towards your feet. Letting your hands lift one over. Finding your feet either together or hip distance. Inhale, hands on your shins, lift halfway. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway again. Hands on your shins. Feel the spine go really long up out of your hips, shoulders back. Exhale, fold again. One more time, inhale, lift halfway up, hands on the shins, roll those shoulders back, pause here, hold it, engage your core as you exhale. Now open your arms out to a T or a cactus T, right? As you open your arms up, but notice how the wrists maybe fly high. So try to align wrists, elbows, and shoulders in one line. Feel your ribs pull in. And pressing against that low back, and your tailbone's reaching back behind you, crown of the head's reaching forward. Take another breath. Engage your belly. Flip the palms up, bend your knees, come to standing. Push away from your feet, reach those arms up. Look up, hands to your heart as you exhale. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Release your hands. Take another full breath in your mountain pose. Open mouth, exhale. Just pause for a moment. If you want to, you can bring your palms together with your thumbs pressing against your sternum to feel your beating heart inside your chest, or just pause here in stillness in your Tadasana, very strong, rooting down through your feet and lengthening all the way up through the crown, pausing and just feeling into the sensations in your body beneath the layer of your skin. Tingling, vibrations, heart beating, just noticing, that's it. How do you feel right now? And then we'll gently open the eyes if your eyes have closed. Okay, from here, scoop those arms all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Push your hips forward. Start to lift up through your heart. Look up at the ceiling and reach back just a little bit. And then inhale, come to center. Awesome. Open your arms nice and wide. Bend your knees, hips move back, fold forward. Hands by your feet, head heavy. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, stay here. Hands on the floor. Step your feet apart as wide as your mat. Toes point down, low squat, Malasana. Yogi squat. Elbows on your inner knees, palms touch. Take a breath and lift your heart forward. Engage your belly as you exhale. 2 more breaths like that. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Feel your shoulders rolling back. Your heart is trying to pull forward to those thumbs. Exhale, release your hands. Push your hips back up. Point your toes forward. Walk them back towards each other. Again, inhaling, lift halfway, longest spine. Awesome, guys. Exhale, fold. Plant both hands. Step your right leg back. Drop the knee to the floor. Untuck your toes and inhale, lift. Both arms reaching up high here. Full round of breath in, lengthening. As you exhale, sink into your hips. Deeper bend into that right knee. Now try to neutralize the weight on your right foot. So if you feel a little teeter-tottery, just step that foot over to the right a little. Okay, take another full breath. Exhale, start to fold forward. Left hand stays on the floor, right hand circles back and up. Full breath, bringing you into a twist. Couple more breaths here. So you really want to feel your spine grow long out of your hips again, reaching through the crown of the head, reaching higher through those right fingers rather than back behind you. The arm is reaching up to the ceiling. Take one more big breath here, and then exhale, release that right hand down on the outer edge of your right foot, and inhale the left arm up. Good, take another breath, reach higher. Engage your belly, sink into those hips a little more. Breathe into the stretch you feel. Good, and then left hand comes back down. Pause here. Bring this left hand out to the side of the mat, and then lean forward a little bit. We're gonna bend into that left knee. Okay, you may already feel a stretch on that quad. Push into your hands again. Now your right hand's on the inside of your right foot, okay? Walk that foot out a little bit more towards the right side of the mat. Now from here, push out of this left hand, feel your spine grow tall out of your hips, reach your right arm up, and twist back, reaching for that foot. And you may not be able to grab it, and that's totally fine. Maybe just reach, work on that, and feeling those toes lift. Or if you can grab the foot, very gently grab it. Let this bottom elbow bend. I hyperextend my elbows always, so try to notice that and just allow a bend. And then very slowly start to pull. This is for you, Drew. You're welcome. Deep rounds of breath. Another option, if you can't quite grab the foot, is to bring a towel or your strap on the top of that foot and hold it here. Okay, let's do one more full breath. And then release that foot. Slowly, right arm comes forward again. Beautiful work, guys. Bring both hands onto the mat. Right foot comes in. Right hand's on the outside. Curl the left toes. Let's step the right leg back. Find your first plank pose and pause right here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hold it. Let's bend our knees. Push your chest towards your thighs. Lift those hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath here together. Sigh it out. Exhale. Now we'll shift forward to our plank. Lifting those heels, rounding your back, come forward. Find your plank pose and pause. Take a breath. Exhale. If chaturanga is in your practice, go for it. I'm going to cue dropping your knees and doing a half chaturanga. Shifting body weight forward. Good. Untucking your toes. Elbows squeeze into the body. We lift up. Cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes. Press back to your knees. Downward facing dog. Lifting those hips high. Maybe a little micro bend in your knees. Take a breath. Relax your head. 2 more here. Open mouth exhales, maybe even a lion's breath. You know it's my favorite. Stick your tongue out, roar. And let's bring our big toes together. Lift that left leg up. Now, as that left leg is lifting, notice how the right heel may lift, so push that right heel down. Good, and reach out through that left heel. Take another breath in your 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bring that knee forward, bring your weight forward, body weight. So your shoulders are over your wrists, and then drop that foot between your hands. Now, it may land in the middle of the mat, so use your left hand to get it there. Drop your right knee down to the floor. Untuck those toes. Inhale, left arm lifts, right arm lifts. We come into our low lunge. Deep round of breath. Exhale, sink into it, keeping your core nice and strong here. Couple more breaths. Just breathing into the front of that right hip, right? More so in the hip flexor, but depending on that quad tightness, you may feel a little bit in that thigh. And then exhale, fold forward. Right hand stays, fingers are super wide, and the left arm circles all the way up. Full breath, reaching up high here. Engage your core as you exhale, feeling the right rib cage hug underneath you. Elongate your spine. Good, and then exhale, left hand comes down. Landing on the outer edge of that foot, right arm comes up. Deep breath, reaching high here. Oh, feels so good. Another full breath. And then right arm comes down. Beautiful. Let's bring both hands on the inside of that left foot. Walk that foot out to the side of the mat. Right hand comes on the outer edge of your mat, so off of the mat. We lean forward. So we're taking our weight off of our kneecap. So we bend the knee, and then we press our torso weight back up. Reach this left arm all the way up and back for the top of the foot. Now remember, you can grab a towel and loop the top of this foot and hold here. You can just be reaching, that's totally fine. Or if you can grab the foot, grab it. As you inhale, lift your heart up, pressing away from that right hand. Exhale, gentle grab, gentle pull. Breathe into it. 2 more here. Good. Last one, lift the heart, and then release the foot. Bring this left arm forward again. Walk that left hand on the outer edge of your foot. Curl the right toes, lift the knees, step back. Plank pose. Find your plank, take a breath, hold it here. Take another breath, bend your knees, downward facing dog, just like we did before. Heels reaching down, little bend in those knees, head is heavy. Take 3 deep breaths. 2 more. Feel those heels reaching down, but simultaneously your tailbone is reaching up. So down dog is all about spinal extension, right? Hug those front ribs in, creating space against that low back. Good. Now big toes touch. Left foot stays on the floor, heels rooted, and then lift that right leg up. Try to keep that left heel rooted down and lift up through that right heel. Good, keeping your hips parallel to the floor. Take another breath. And then exhale, knee forward to your nose, round your spine, land that foot between your hands, and then meet your left foot to meet the right. Inhale, lift halfway here. Good, exhale, fold forward. Bring your big toes together, bend your knees, drop your hips, chair pose. Arms come forward here rather than by your ears. Feel your belly push against that low back. You can squeeze your glutes together to help lengthen that tail low. Arms are forward, take a breath. Hands by your hips as you exhale, belly touches your thighs. Palms are facing the floor. Inhale, come back to your chair pose. This time, just your right arm reaches back. Left arm continues to reach. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, forward. Fold all the way down. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Half forward fold. Exhale, plant your hands. Step both legs back. Find your plank. Now I'll guide you through your chaturanga. From your plank, shift your body weight forward. Inner elbows rotate forward to the front of the mat. So when we bend them, they kiss our ribs. Good. All the way down to the belly. Untucking your toes. Inhale, open that heart. Shoulders back, elbows still squeezing in. Exhale, lower. Making your way to your downward facing dog. Deep breath. Couple more. Head of your head, shake it out, make some noise. 1 more. And then we'll bend our knees. Look at your hands. Step forward or hop forward, whatever you want. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, left leg's going back. Dropping the toes down and all the way down to your heel. So this whole left leg is rooted. Bend the right knee, and then inhale both arms all the way up for your warrior one. Sinking deeper into this right knee. Let's bring our hands to our hips, and then notice the kind of tilt of your hips, right? Start to feel your right hip bone pull back, your left hip bone pull forward, and then find your foundation. If you feel kind of unbalanced, open up your right foot further to the right side of the mat and keep bending. But as you're bending, keep your energy charging back through this left heel. Strong in this quad, right? Little push forward of your shin, if you will. Notice how that maybe lifts your heel. So root that heel down. Good. Now, try to elongate your tail so you start to feel the front points on your hips lifting up towards your torso. Your left glute is super tight, stabilizing, and the arms can come up. Warrior one, full breaths. Nice and strong, sink lower. One more here. And then release your hands, interlace your hands behind your back, clasping. Squeeze your shoulder blades, take a full breath. Exhale, fold forward. Now, as you're folding, your right hip is moving back still. So your belly touches that right thigh, your right shoulder maybe touches the knee, and your gaze is down at the foot or all the way back to your left foot, letting your neck go long. Engage your belly as you exhale, squeeze that belly in. Start to feel your hands pull higher to the ceiling, good. One more breath. And then feel those hands pull your torso all the way up, nice and mindfully. Scoop your arms up, and then open your torso, or open your arms and open your heart towards this left side of the mat. Adjust your stance here. I always open up the distance between my legs. Outer edge of your left foot now is parallel to the edge of the mat, so this helps you to open up your hips to this left side, rather than your left toes pointing forward and helping us point our hips forward for warrior one. Warrior two, our heart is absolutely parallel to this left side, but our hips have this tiny little tilt. So our right hip moves back a little bit, left hip forward, but we can bend deeper there. And then notice the shoulders, face those shoulders parallel to the edge of the mat. Beautiful, guys. Deep round of breath. Relax your shoulders, relax any tension in the face. Good, one more. And then release your hands to interlace behind your back. Opposite class. Squeeze, lift your heart. Now fold forward, but kick your hips behind you. So you're not letting that belly touch your thigh. You're kind of pushing your hips behind you and folding forward. Still squeeze your shoulder blades, feeling those hands pull up. Take another breath. And then engage your core, push away from your feet. Lift it up, beautiful. Swoop those arms up. Out to a T, bend deeper in that right knee. Right palm flips up, reach forward. Inhale it up. Reach back as you exhale. And then come right back to your warrior two. Right arm comes forward, elbow to your thigh. Left arm up to the ceiling. Feel your hips push towards the left side of the mat so you're nice and elongated in the front belly. Continue reaching your left arm forward. Your right arm can choose to go straight if you want. Keep bending in that knee. Another deep breath. And then left hand comes down. Both hands on the inside of that knee again. Rotate on that left toe mound. Pause here. Left hand down, right arm comes up. Full breath, reach high. Good. And then slowly exhale that right hand back down inside of your right foot. Drop that left knee to the floor. All right, here we go again. Left hand outer edge of the mat. Bend or lean forward, bending into the left knee. Push away from the left hand. Right arm comes up, reaching back. 3 breaths. Relaxing your shoulders. 2 more. 1 more breath. Exhale to release. Bring your right arm forward again. Both hands on right hand on the outside of that right foot. Lift the left knee. Float the leg to a 3-legged dog. Bend that right knee. Open up your right hip to stack on top of your left and push that left heel towards the floor. Now do big circles with your right knee, coming to meet your left. Opening up and out. And then opposite direction. Good, straighten that leg, downward facing dog, exhale. Take a deep breath here, sigh it out. Bend your knees, look at your hands. Choose to step forward or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale there, lift halfway up, longest spine. Good, exhale, fold. Plant your hands, right leg steps back. Now, keep your hips parallel to the front of the mat. Open this left foot out just a little bit. Root your whole right heel. Bend this left knee, warrior one. Good. Now check it out. If you want to bring your hands to your hips, Go for it. Left hip back, right hip forward, belly's tight, tail's low, right glute is tight, sinking deeper into that left knee. Beautiful, arms can come wherever. Relaxing those shoulders. Another big breath. And then release, interlace behind your back, clasping. Squeeze those shoulder blades. In family yoga, I tell the kids to give their backs hugs. So give your back a hug here. Take a deep breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. So as you're folding, your majority of your body weight's coming forward. So keep your energy rooting through that right leg. Beautiful. Sarah, remember when you really learned that? It was awesome at Thriveability. Rooting that back right heel helps you to stay grounded, right? Because majority of your weight is forward. So it's very natural that this right heel could lift. But keep charging all of your strength down through that leg. Good, and then slowly we'll start to lift. Release your hands, sweep them up, and then open up warrior two. Adjust your stance as you need to. Outer edge of that right foot goes about parallel to the edge of the mat. We bend deep so we feel this inner thigh stretch. Good, beautiful guys. Left palm flips up. Reach, oh no, pause, come back. Woo! Interlace behind your back, there we go, humble class. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Now your hips move back as your heart comes forward. Lowering down, keep bending into this left knee, deep round of breath. Heavy your head. Good, another one. And then slowly engage your core. Push away from those legs, lift, reach those arms out, bend deeper in the left knee. Now we reverse, left palm up, flip it up, reach up and back. And then right away, come back, warrior two. Scoot forward, like I'm pulling you. Left elbow to your thigh, bend deeper in this knee. Right arm up or reach all the way to the front of the room. Left arm can go straight if you want. 2 more breaths. Right leg is strong. Keep bending in that left knee. 1 more. And then right hand comes down. Whew. Rotate on that right heel or lift that right heel. Rotate on the toe. Right hand stays. Left arm comes up. Full breath. And left hand down. Beautiful. Bring that hand on the inside of your left foot. Walk that left foot to the side of the mat. Drop your right knee to the floor. I'm tucking your toes, right hand to the outer edge of the mat. We lean into it. We bend that right knee, pushing back. Left arm up and back. Press out of this right arm. Roll that right shoulder back. Feel your heart pop forward towards that left knee. Gently keep pulling, pulling, pulling. 2 more. 1 more, and release. Exhale, left arm forward. Bring the right hand back onto the mat, walk that left foot in, left hand to the outer edge. We lift that right leg, come back, 3-legged dog. Keeping your left knee bent, ooh, hip crack. Right heel down, lift that left hip on top of the right, and then big circles. Left knee coming down to your right, opening up and out. Good, another one. And then straighten it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full round of breath. Sigh it out. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet. Open up your feet as wide as the mat. Toes point out. Sit. Low, low squat. There we go. A little rest. This is very much like child's pose, except child's pose, our toes are meeting. And a low squat. A squat pose is a very basic pose that most all humans should be able to do. It's really important to kind of get down here and spend some time here. Another breath. Release your hands, push into them, lift those hips back up, point your toes forward, walking them back. Inhale, lift halfway, just get that spine out of the hips. Exhale, fold, walk back to your downward facing dog. Deep round of breath in here. Sigh it out. Bend both knees, look at your hands, take a big step or walk or hop. Inhale there, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, left leg steps back, pause. Good. Bend that right knee, engage your belly, high lunge. Lift those arms up. You can always choose to drop this left heel down, finding your warrior one. Take a breath, engage your core. Now if your left heel is down, try to lift it up. We're gonna lean forward and bring your left leg forward, hands to your heart. Good, take a deep breath, extend that left leg. Exhale, just bend. Inhale and extend. Exhale, bend. 1 more. Bend and pause. Now both hands to your hips. Bring this left knee to be in line with your right, and then reach your left hand to grab the outer edge of your left foot. Pause here, and we're just gonna simply hold our ankle, stretching into this left quad. Now start to squeeze, maybe both hands come back there. Keep pulling this left knee down towards your right knee. Have a little bend in your right knee, so it's like a hydraulic leg. Good, keep your core tight. Notice if it's popping out. Tailbone low, lower belly up. Full breath. Hold it here as you exhale. Good. Now right arm comes up, releasing that left foot. We're gonna keep this left ankle as close to the glute as we can and start to gently fold forward without kicking that foot into your left hand. So there's multiple ways for us to get into our dancer pose, but we're focusing on stretching the quad here. Now keep reaching forward like I'm pulling your right arm forward, and then slowly start to kick your left foot into your hand. 3 breaths. Keep your core tight as you exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and come back up. Slowly release the foot, hands to your heart, thigh comes up. Woo, full breath here. Engage your core. Awesome job, guys. Extend that left leg, inhale, bend the knee, push that foot back, warrior 3. If you've been in class with me before, we pretty much always do warrior 3. Roll the shoulders back, palms face the floor, back of your head's pushing up, take another breath. And then right knee bends so mindfully, drop that left foot to the floor as slowly as you can. Woo! Inhale, both arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, right leg can float back, maybe to a 3-legged dog or 3-legged plank. And then you can choose to flow, maybe a 3-legged chaturanga. Then the tops of our feet meet the floor. We inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. Take a breath, sigh it out. 2 more. Bear, stop it. Bear's bullying Mendel right now, my kitties. All right, let's bend our knees. Look at those hands. Step forward. Both feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back. Nice and far. So as that foot lands, to keep the heel off the floor, shimmy it back a little more. Bend deep into this left knee. Engage that right leg. Even the glute. Lift your torso. High lunge. Sink lower. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Let's bring our hands to our heart right away. If your right heel's lift or on the floor, lift it up. Bend out of that right knee. Kick away from that foot to lift this right leg forward. Squeeze that left glute. Push away from your standing leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Try to only move your leg. Notice if as you straighten, you're leaning back. Right? Good. Pause here. Bring that right knee down to the left. Right hand reaches for the top of the foot. Pointing those toes up. Bring that glute or that ankle close to your glute as much as you can, and then bring the right knee down towards your left knee. Feel the energy pull down through that right knee, pulling the knee towards the floor, if you will, elongating this whole right quad. Both hands can come back to hold the foot if you want to. Remember, a little bend in that left leg, hydraulic leg, keeping those muscles around the knee strong. Good, now right hand holds it, left arm extends up. Pause here. Just slowly tilt forward. Like your back is parallel, your chest is parallel to the floor. Okay, once you have it, you can stay here. Or start to choose to kick your foot into your hand. Elongating. Good, guys, beautiful. 2 more. Woo, 1 more. Oh, I lost it. See, it's okay. Just smile and come back into it. Good, and then slowly come all the way back up. Woo, I made it, guys. Both arms up. Extend that leg. Exhale, bend. Hands come by your hips. Palms face the floor, right leg back. Warrior 3, 3 breaths. Engage your core. Roll the shoulders back, away from your ears, away from your neck. And then slowest lower. Left knee bends. Right toes mindfully land. Awesome. Inhale, both arms up. And fold. Plant your hands. Left leg floats back. Maybe a 3-legged dog. Maybe a 3-legged plank. 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath. Sigh it out. 2 more. Relax your head. Last down dog, my friend. Last breath. And then look at your hands. Step both feet to the outer edges of your hands. Toes pointing out. Here we go again. Little squat. Elbows on those knees. Palms touch. Lift your heart. Take a breath. Engage your belly as you exhale. Roll the shoulders down. Another big breath. And then release your hands. Bring your hands to the floor behind you. Come to sit all the way down. The bottoms of your feet meet. Hold on to those shins or fingers interlace around your toes. Try to lift your heart up. Take a big breath. And then fold forward. Holding those feet or legs. Pulling your heart in the direction of those toes. Try to lift your heart to the horizon so you're flattening the upper back. Exhale, engage the belly lower. 1 more. Good, and then lift back up. Okay, bring those knees together. Now, we're gonna let the right leg go long, and your left hand holds the ankle. Try to bring, I'm gonna show you on this side, try to bring your left top of the foot right by your hip. Okay, so your ankle is on the outer edge of your hip here. You may be leaning over onto your right side, right? That's fine. Use your hands, start to push into your hands. Now this can be a lot on the knee, it can be a lot on your thigh. So if you want a little height, bring a cushion in, lift yourself up and just have a seat. And that will take some of the pressure out of the knee and out of your thigh. All right, now from here, I'm gonna come off of this seat, okay? Try to bring this left knee in towards your right knee, keeping that ankle out. Huge stretch for your ankle here. Take a breath, engage your core. Now, right arm reaches up, and then we'll start to reach forward for the foot, right? So reaching over. Your left hand can be on the floor right by your hip, or your right hand can be on the floor right by your hip, and your left arm is reaching. Deep round of breath. And then we're gonna slowly come all the way back up. Ooh, use your support, your hand to get that foot out. Hands right by your hips and just roll that ankle a little bit. Big stretch for that ankle, big stretch for the quad. Okay, now our right knee is gonna bend. Bend that knee, bring the top of the foot, right? So you kind of lean into the opposite. Bring the top of that foot onto the floor. Try to get that right knee pretty close to the left. Elongate this whole left leg. Deep breath, lift your heart. Exhale, maybe start to come forward, right? Notice if there's any pinching, like right now I feel pinching in my knee. I don't want to feel that. So I'm going to back out of it and I'm going to come to sit up onto a cushion, right? So just notice every day in the body is different here. Even though you may feel like variable, anything in the knee, pinching or extra stress stretch is not always great for the knee. You kind of just want to avoid any major sensation in and around your knee joint. It is a joint, it's a very sensitive joint. So that's why we really focus on engaging the muscles around the knee throughout our practice to help from any extra ligament or tendon pulling. Okay, and then slowly we'll come back up. Let's release any support out from under us. Release that right leg to go long again, meeting the left. Good, shake out the legs. Circle the ankles. Good. And then remove the flesh, sweep those arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Now if you kind of are like here and the whole back is rounding, then just bend your knees. Take a breath, lift your heart, and then let your belly touch your thighs and maybe reach your outer feet. And then you can start to straighten those legs, keeping your belly towards the thighs. Wherever you are, inhale, lift your heart forward to the horizon and to your toes. Exhale, engage the belly and fold more. Couple more breaths. And engage your belly, roll all the way back up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Let's bend the right knee, hold on to that knee. Have enough room to lay down behind you. And then roll down nice and slowly. Tuck your shoulders under you, move this knee out towards your shoulder, and then in towards the midline of your body, in and out, in and out. Good. And then find stillness here. Find the back of your head on the floor. Push into the back of your head. Lift your shoulders. Tuck them under you so your shoulder blades feel like they're on the floor. Left leg is pushing forward and we're squeezing this right knee in. Deep round of breath. Squeeze the knee not only in, but a little out to your shoulder. Maybe circle your right ankle. Soften your facial muscles now. Maybe the eyes can close and the jaw relaxes. Good. Now, softening the grip, let your left hand take that knee. Pull it over. So I like to push into my right elbow here to help me roll onto my left hip. Roll all the way onto that hip. Let your right shoulder lift, let that arm elongate, and then look over at that right arm. So you're completing the twist of your neck. Now breathe as deeply as you can into this whole right rib cage. Fullest breath in. And then exhale and just relax. Do 2 more like that, biggest breaths. 1 more. Good, and then roll onto your back again. Straighten that right leg to meet the left. Reach both arms behind you, point your toes, full breath. And then bend the left knee, bring that knee into your chest, interlace in the opposite clasp. Tuck your shoulders, activate that right leg, push forward to the bottom of the foot. And then just bring your left knee in and out, just a couple times, and then find stillness. Pulling the knee towards your chest and a little towards your shoulder. You can do circles with that ankle. And now relaxing your face, feeling your shoulder blades push down onto the floor so you're strong in your arms. Good, and then we'll soften the grip a little. Right hand will take this leg, push it out of that left elbow to roll you onto your right hip. Left arm opens up out to a T, gaze at that arm. Take that deepest breath into your left rib cage, more than you think you can. Hold it. And exhale, relax. 2 more like that, biggest breaths. 1 more. And then bring yourself onto your back again. Both knees into your chest. Rock a little left and a little right. Now dropping your feet down to the floor, keep your knees bent. Open up your feet as wide as the mat, outer edges of your feet about parallel. And then we can keep your arms out to a T here. Let's do that. Drop both knees now over to the right. So keep your feet nice and wide. Drop your knees to the right. Relax the legs. Relax your hips. Now you might start to already feel a stretch through your left side, your left hip, maybe the thigh. To increase that, we're going to lift the right ankle off the floor and bring it on top of your left knee. Weighing that left knee down to feel a little more of a stretch. And then your left arm can extend to the root or to the wall behind you. Now feel this counter stretch. Reach that left arm behind you and reach your left kneecap forward in front of you. Elongate that left side and then take a breath. As you exhale, relax that. Inhale, reach back through those fingers forward to the knee. Exhale and relax. Release the right ankle. Lift the knees back up. Keep those feet super wide, remember. Now drop your knees over to the left. Your right arm can reach up behind you. Just relaxing the outer left hip. Checking in with this right hip, what you're feeling, breathing. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, lift that left heel up. Bring that foot onto your right leg. Weighing that right knee down further, and then we counter reach. Right knee is pulling forward, right arm is reaching back. We take a full breath in. And relax that pull. And then reactivate it, reach in 2 directions. Big inhale, and exhale, relax. Now just breathe. And then we can slowly release the ankle. Lift the knees back up. Bring your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Step your feet together and let the knees go wide. Try to relax your outer hips here. We're just going to take 3 really thoughtful belly breaths. So exhale everything out of your body. Seal your lips. Take a deep belly breath. Fill your belly up and then pull the breath into your ribs and up into your chest. Hold the breath. Open mouth, exhale. Squeeze all that stale air out of your body. Seal your lips, belly breath. Inhale. Push the belly up. Pull the breath into your ribs and up into your chest and up into your throat. Higher through the sternum. Hold the breath. Open mouth, exhale, melt. One more like that. Belly, ribs, chest. Hold it. Open mouth, exhale. Start to feel all of the little crevices of your body where tension loves to hold on. Feel those areas start to soften. Start to relax. We're going to bring our knees into our chest, back together, and then into our chest. Hold on to those knees. Give yourself one last squeeze, a little rock and roll, side to side. And then bring your nose up to your knees. So you're rounding like a tiny little ball, a little stretch through the neck. Take a deep breath. And then release for your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Tuck your shoulders underneath you. Let your feet open a little wider than your hips. And you can stay on your mat or you can bring your legs up the wall or on your couch. That feels better for you. That option of lifting your legs up a little bit helps you to really root into your lower back. So it's a very nice therapeutic pose if you have low back pain. So find that spot, your final resting spot, and the goal here is to do nothing. And just allow your body to relax more and more with every exhale. So let's exhale everything out of the body together. Open mouth. Expel all that stale air out, and then seal your lips and take the deepest breath in. Fill your belly, your ribs, your chest, your throat, your head. Hold the breath at the top and sip it up. Hold it. Open mouth, exhale, and melt into your back body. Get any wiggles and jiggles out. So you can feel your legs and your hips and your shoulders and your arms just rest effortlessly. Feel your eyelids relax. Feel your eyeballs sink into their sockets a little heavier. Against the skull, against the brain. Feel the back of your head rest against the mat heavier. And with every exhale, I encourage you to just be so present with this opportunity to release. And if you notice your mind drifting and you're thinking, just notice it and bring your awareness back. The opportunity to relax something more with every exhale. You bring your awareness back to your intention and just start to repeat this in your mind. So there's no room for any other penetrating thoughts. Just you, right here, right now. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. You are in the comfort of your own home, so you can choose to stay here as long as you want to. Or start to follow my words and begin to wriggle your toes and fingers to reawaken your body. Like your lips, swallow, maybe rock your head side to side. And we'll do a full body stretch, reaching your arms behind you, toes pointing forward, stretching and reaching in two directions. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, relax. Bend your knees, roll over to your side. Maybe your arm is a pillow for a second there as you land there in your natural fetal position. Remind yourself of your intention wherever you are. Smile really big. And then we'll use our sense of touch to press ourselves up to a seat. Keeping your eyes closed along the way, if that feels available. Cross your legs whenever you find that seat, or wherever you want to go. Roll the shoulders up and back, feel your spine go taller out of your hips. Let's take a nice deep, nourishing breath in through the nose, fill all the way up. With an open mouth, exhale it out. Let the corners of your mouth lift to your ears, giving yourself a big smile. And just be proud of yourself here for a moment, taking a moment of gratitude for yourself. Gratitude practice is really tremendous and does many meaningful things inside of your body and mind. So I encourage you to find something that you are grateful for, not only in this moment, but in maybe all the moments throughout the day, right? As many moments as you can. Pausing with gratitude is a gift to yourself. To remind yourself of all these beautiful things you have to be grateful for among chaos and hecticness that inevitably will surround us throughout our life. And then let's bring our palms together in front of our hearts. Begin to rub your palms to generate heat and energy. And go faster and faster and faster to feel the heat building. And once you feel warm, bring your warm palms to cup over your closed eyes, barely draping on your face. Observing darkness, maybe lots of color, heat and energy. And take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands gently over the face, over your cheeks, and letting your palms meet again right in front of your heart center. Believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, and love yourself. From my heart to yours, my dear friends, namaste.